Yo, 5 9 Gaming, what's going on? It is your boy ZVG here, and today I am joined by two lovely people, Azik and Swift. Introduce yourselves, you guys.
Yo, yo.
Yo, what's going on, guys?
And today we're going to be talking about the current PP meta, our thoughts on it. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it diverse? Is it the same teams over and over again? And before we get into it, make sure you guys do like the video if you enjoy. Also subscribe to 5 9 Gaming if you are new, because we do make great Dragon Ball Legends content over here. But without further ado, let's jump into it. The meta had its huge shift a week ago when Super Saiyan 3 came out. Movies is back. Saiyans is, obviously a very, very good team right now. I just want to ask both of you guys, what do you guys think of the meta right now? What teams are you seeing? Do you like it? Is it good? Is it bad? Also, where are you ranked right now, so we can get, like some perspective. And yeah, Azik, you want to go first?
Yeah, sure, I'll go first.
All right, no
so
problem.
honestly, I think that for me personally, the meta is pretty diverse. Like as usual, I usually float around the top 3K ranking. I think I'm like 2,400 and something right now in terms of ranking, and I'm seeing a lot of different teams. But that's also because I feel like the matchmaking is a little bit skewed, right? So I'm going from anywhere because they're all battle rank 70. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm fighting like purely just battle rank 70, but it doesn't take a lot, right, to get into battle rank 70 for this specific season. So I'm seeing like a huge variety in terms of where their RP lies from. Like, I'm seeing like Super Saiyan spams still, right? Especially because of the free-to-play Gogeta being relevant, I suppose. I think that's the reason why, because I see him on the Super Saiyans team a lot. I see that team. I see the movies team a lot, where it's the Tapion, the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and whoever else you want to use. Pretty much it's Ultra Gogeta in that scenario. And then the Saiyan Squad. The Saiyan Squad is what I'm seeing a lot as well, where it's the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, the MUI Goku, and then the Ultra Gogeta as the leader slot, right? That's pretty much where, and I think it's honestly kind of fine, because because these teams are popular right now. They're incredibly popular, especially due to them just being the newest releases in Dragon Ball Legends. And the only teams that I'm really not happy about facing up against is teams that contain the androids, right? Because it's still to this day, right now, at this moment in time, as of recording this video, and I'm pretty sure even after we're done, weeks after this video's done recording, the androids are still better. They're still better than both of the anniversary highlight units, than Super Saiyan 3 Goku, then MUI Goku. Androids, and this is embarrassing to even say, bro, but the other day I was in PvP. I queued up against an A rank, or he had A rank equips, 2-star androids. He beat me, bro. He beat me.
Bro, not even God himself could have told me to tell this to the people, bro. Not even God could have let me say that shit on camera, on video. But I mean, I'm not really too shocked, because realistically, right, the androids, all they need is just one green card to completely, change the game in their favor, so it's not the end of the world.
Yeah. I agree. They're insanely good. I still think the best team in the game is probably that red purple team with the androids, MUI, and Whis. That team is just nasty. You have infinite green cards, which is obviously good for MUI with his gauge, but then also those green cards are fantastic for 17-18 as well. In my opinion, that's probably still the best team, although there is a lot of other teams popping up. Like, as Deke said, Saiyans is making a comeback with Super Saiyan 3, MUI, and Ultra Gogeta. And also you have movies that made an extreme comeback with Ultra Gogeta, Tapion, and Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I think that team is phenomenal, just the synergy between those three units. You have damage output, the sub-count manipulation, and all that good stuff. So I think movies definitely made a comeback. We're seeing a lot of God Key as well. Obviously MUI is, technically God Key, so a lot of God Key teams with MUI, the green Vegeta, and Whis, and obviously Ultra Kaioken. If you need a yellow option, he's obviously still very good. So yeah, a lot of God Key teams, a lot of movies, a lot of Saiyans, and also obviously Future and that red purple team. To be honest, I do think the meta is pretty diverse right now. There is a lot of different setups, but at the same time, kind of like Azdeek said, I think 17 and 18 are still kind of the king of PvP right now. So no matter what setup you're facing, if you're going up against 17, 18, I still think they are the best. But at the end of the day, it is a diverse meta. It's not like you're facing the same team over and over again. So I am a fan of that, man. It's not like it's a repeat of the Vegito Blue meta where it's just like misery. Every single fight's the same team.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So at least there's a little bit of diversity. Some teams are obviously better than others. I still think Future is phenomenal. If you going up against Future, they have multiple endurance options, multiple damage output options and stuff like that. So Future is still a phenomenal team. But at the end of the day, like I said, there is still some diversity here. I did want to ask you, ZVG. So, and I know Asdi can probably chime in on this as well because I know he uses 1718 as well. But I wanted to ask ZVG because I know you kind of main Future nowadays. You use 1718. And it was kind of a discussion topic about how that movies team that I mentioned with Ultra Gogeta, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and Tapion, that team can kind of counter the androids. I wanted to ask you, do you feel threatened by that movies team, or are you able to still kind of handle yourself against them?
It's weird because I get to handle myself against them because, against that specific team, I bring the androids, Zim, which is Tamasa Goku Black, the green one, and Cell. So when I have that, I can kind of like color counter them a bit, and if I need to, I can always swap between 17 and 18 to really, get my color advantage back on track, right? But it really depends on who gets the Rising Rush first. But I feel like with my team, I have so many ways to remove Dragon Balls that it would be a skill issue for them to get there super early because, Cell's cover change, move 2 Dragon Balls, 18 to 17 swaps, 1 Dragon up to 3 Dragon Balls. Zimzam's blue card moves 1 Dragon Ball. So I do have ways to mitigate a rush even without any endurance. So that setup is really powerful against movies. I don't bring Trunks. I really don't bring Trunks against that because once Super Saiyan 3 hits me, bro, it's kind of like GG's at that point.
Yeah.
So it does fine. It depends on if you're running the VB Future setup. That setup kind of gets hard countered by movies because they have no, good purple to counter Super Saiyan 3. Rose is not gonna do anything, and you're pretty much gonna be relying on LF Vegeta's lock-in ultimate or Future Gohan support a lot. So in that sense, I feel like. But then again, on that setup, you have Future Gohan, which can take a Rising Rush while you can rush them for free because they have no quote-unquote endurance or revival. So even if Tapion dies, it's whatever, just take the damage and you're still gonna have a 3v2 advantage or a 2v1. So it's definitely doable with either Future setup, but androids are just fine right now. It's more so the VB one that kind of gets countered by it.
Yeah, I agree. I think I wanted to get your personal take on it, but I agree with you. I think 17, 18 they're good enough to where even if you're fully color countering them, they can still do their thing. And then even if you get your rotations right, you can actually kind of, if somebody's trying to counter you with that movies team, it can backfire pretty quickly because, if you, like I said, if you have that blue and yellow unit, you can counter 17, 18, but at the same time, if you get your rotations wrong, then they counter both of those units. So it's like you have the possibility of countering them, but at the same time, it can backfire. It's the same thing with how, with Blue Boys, you could counter with, green and yellow, I think, but it could backfire pretty quickly. So yeah, I agree. I think 17 and 18 are easily still the kings of PvP right now.
I feel like the meta is. Oh, never mind. Go ahead. My bad.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say my piece on what I think about the meta right now. I feel the meta is like very diverse right now. I'm seeing a lot of different teams. I'm not running into the same team over and over again. One game it's Super Saiyan 3. One game it's Super Saiyans. One game it's Saiyans. One game it's movies. One game it's the different. You can make 2 different movie setups. One with Ultra Gogeta, Rabbit Gohan, and Tapion. Or one with Ultra Gogeta, Dragon Fist, and Tapion. So, I do see both of those teams quite a lot. Future as well, VB, God Key, the Androids. It's a very diverse meta right now. I do enjoy it. I think it's great for the game. I think it's great where, we have 5-7 teams that can be viable right now. Even though some teams branch off others, Future is basically like PO, essentially. I think it's great. I think it's good. I don't think Super Saiyan 3... in actuality, I feel like Super Saiyan 3 Enemy-Y have definitely helped the meta quite a lot because, they're 2 fan favorites. A lot of people like them. They've gotten top grossing, so obviously people love them. And as a result, we're seeing a lot of different teams. But at the same time, people like Gogeta, so they're rocking Super Saiyans. Some people like, the Andrews, so they're rocking Future. Some people like LF Broly, so they're rocking movies with him or PO with him. So overall, I felt the meta is in a fantastic spot right now. It's been a while since I felt that the meta has been in a good place.
Yep. I agree with that completely. Like, you literally, and you guys already hit the nail on the head right there, is when mentioning this, is that these specific teams like Future, like, and stuff like that, they have multiple teams within them that you guys can go ahead and craft and build. And I think that's extremely healthy for the game, right? Where it's like, there's been times in the past where it's like, these 3 units, that's your future team. No other units.
Yeah.
There's no replacement. There's no filler unit. You have to have these 3 units for this team to work. Whereas these days, there's multiple teams, like how you said, the movies, the Future, there's even Powerful Opponent, where you can actually have these filler units. And if you want to put more of your resources into a specific unit, you can go ahead and do so, right?
Yeah.
And just like with you can easily turn like the Saiyan setup, for example. The Saiyans with the Dragon Fist Goku, Ultra Gogeta, MUI Goku, you can easily turn that straight into Sun Family, right? You take off the Ultra Gogeta. Cool. Yep. Exactly. So it's like there's just so many options right now, and it's just like it doesn't feel like these really bad places in points of meta. Like there is a screenshot that I saw on Reddit the other day where it's like, you guys don't want to go back. Like that was the title, and it was just like a screenshot of the top 100 leaderboard, and it was literally 100 spots. And every like you know how it shows like the preview of their team with just one unit?
Yeah.
It was all F is K.
Yeah.
It was literally just all F is K. And it was like, you guys don't want to go back. You guys don't understand. And so it's like this. I'm glad it's not a meta like that too, because Vegeta Blue also had that same prevalence, right? When he first dropped. We don't want something like that to happen again.
Yeah, I think like really the main issue with PvP right now is just the double RP 3-week long season. Other than that, the meta itself is very diverse, and I think that's a very good thing. If you're grinding for hours on end, it's kind of refreshing to run into different teams. You're not fighting the same team over and over again.
Yeah.
So yeah, if we're only speaking on just, diversity in the meta in that sense, I think it's very, very good right now. But yeah, I'm actually pretty satisfied with PvP other than the double RP situation,
which we will be talking about in a video here over on 5-9. So if you want to see that, make sure you guys do, subscribe and turn your post notifications. But I feel like we hit the nail on the head. Overall, I'd say we all agree that the meta is in a good spot right now, and hopefully moving forward, the devs keep doing this, keep buffing different teams. Hopefully that's the case, and hopefully we don't get a full-on LOE meta running the place type beat again. But yeah, let us know in the comments what you guys think of the meta right now. Is it good or bad? Let us know. This is ZVG, joined by the homies Azzeek and Swift, and we'll catch you guys in the next 5-9 gaming video. Peace out, and one love you guys.
Peace.
Later.